Beukes said it was regrettable that individuals residing in rural areas are predominantly excluded by media organizations when it comes to disseminating information, particularly during election periods. She states that this situation is primarily attributable to the lack of resources available to media organizations, keeping them from reaching these remote areas.
I always say the media can never be independent if journalists are not properly paid, if their working conditions are not well taken care of, if they cannot afford a roof over their head, because it opens the door to brown envelope journalism, and then independence is completely gone. So during elections, you will find that some political parties who have the financial muscle will recommend or suggest to take these journalists to their rallies in the rural areas.
Veteran journalist Gwen Lister emphasized that soft laws are insufficient to effectively address misinformation in the media. Soft laws refer to agreements, principles, and declarations that lack legal binding force.
When it comes to electoral integrity in the media in Africa. And I mean, it's a tough question, and I think the short answer to that is it's not enough, and probably not. Successfully combating disinformation during elections really requires a multifaceted approach. I think Guy referred to it as a whole of, as a whole of society approach yesterday. And in my view, the main focus should be on the positive rather than the negative. In other words, proactively ensuring the citizens get access to good information instead of expending huge effort on combating disinformation once it's already out there. And also, I think what would help tremendously is independent editorial policies. If you look at independent media diminishing on the continent and facing huge sustainability challenges, I think even in state-owned or government-owned media, which is indirectly owned by the taxpayer in any case, independent editorial policies would help to foster more impartial reporting. And I think also would go a long way to rebuild trust in the media.
It has also been revealed that elections have become vulnerable to the influence of internet, social media, and artificial intelligence platforms, all which present challenges to the electoral process.
The manipulation comes in, or interference comes in numerous forms. Disinformation, hacking, social media manipulation, weak electoral bodies, poor infrastructure in terms of the laws that are not responsive to the ever-changing pace of technology. The need for urgency at African Union level, at sub-regional bodies, multilateral bodies, to amplify the voices of the media, the civil society and non-state actors, but also to stimulate dynamic regulation and policies so that they remain relevant to the technological issues.
The panelists also concurred that further action is necessary to enable media organizations to effectively combat misinformation and regulate misuse of information on social media platforms.